Hey everybody, welcome back to One Mic, and today I'm here to talk about episode 4 of Paramount Plus's Showtime's Dexter Resurrection, entitled Call Me Red. So this is an interesting episode to me because it danced a very fine line. Like episode 3 set up the serial killer party that Dexter attends in this episode, and this thing it really towed the line between corny and compelling. Like midway through, I was concerned that it would commit to corny and that I wouldn't like it, but I actually ended up liking this episode. I thought it worked really well. It was fun with a whole lot of cool actor cameos, but it was also very effective in advancing the story and raising the stakes for both Dexter and Harrison. But I'm not even going to waste any more time. Let's get into it. Let's talk about what happened in this episode. So the episode picks up right where we left off with episode 3, with Dexter preparing to attend the serial killer soiree of the century. Charlie, that is Uma Thurman's character, she scoops up Dexter thinking that he's Ronald Schmidt, aka the Dark Passenger. Dexter got the whole setup on, the fucking hoodie, the glasses, all that shit. Takes Dexter to the party. And yeah, this is a side thing here. My dumbass was fully expecting Dexter to walk up with the actual fucking thumb and shit. Not super obvious, but I figured he was going to do, walk up with the actual thumb and had some plan to put Ronald Schmidt's thumb on this thumb scan. Don't mind me, just going to use this thumb, this dirty thumb I took out of my pocket for this thumb scan. And I've been wondering since the end of episode 3, not necessarily if he was going to do that, but just what circumstances they were going to set up for Dexter to be able to use this thumb to get it to this party. But no, the Dexter writers are much smarter than I. Dexter hits us with this plastic surgery level brilliance using the thumb to make a mold and then crafting a fake fingerprint out of that. And he used a little sticky little piece of film that he puts over his own thumb that's actually an imprint of Ronald Schmidt's thumb. He's always 10 steps ahead, especially 10 steps ahead of his victims and 20 ahead of me. But at the party, we meet Leon Prater. He's played by Peter Dinklage, and he's the mastermind of whatever this is. He's no killer himself. He's just a big fan of serial killers. And Dexter gets the VIP tour, which includes a hidden wine cellar that's hiding a museum of real serial killer real within the Dexter world, real serial killer trophies. Well, actually, no, it had ones based on real life too. He had a John Wayne Gacy thing, but the Dexter world stuff. He's got the Trinity Killer's hammer. He's got Dexter's very own slides and even the kill table that Dexter used on his brother. And that's a good bit of nostalgia for both the audience and Dexter. Can you imagine being Dexter, given everything that's happened over the course of, 9 seasons of the original show or 8 seasons, and then the New Blood series, going through all that and then finding that this random fucking guy has your blood slides? But also important here, Leon shows Dexter that if someone enters the wrong code to get into this space, the alarm gets triggered and security is notified. And it's one time. You don't get 3 times to try it. You enter it in wrong once, alarm goes off, which would be bad for me, somebody who's fucked up inputting their pin multiple times. But that's a setup for something to happen later, right? It's surely at some point someone's gonna, probably Dexter is gonna be trying to break in there. He's gonna fuck up the code and the alarm's gonna go off. But anyway, at the party, we meet a number of, I feel like I said party like Ice Cube, at the party. At the party, we meet a number of serial killers, mostly played by recognizable actors, making pretty cool cameos. So Kristen Ritter shows up as Mia. Her killer name is Lady Vengeance. And this was the moment. This was the exact moment when they said that her name was Lady Vengeance that I began to wonder if this was going to become corny. Is this about to be some serial killer Legion of Doom type shit where they all got regular names and superhero killer names? And that was a big concern for me. I did not want it to go in that direction, but fortunately it doesn't. Mia has a very, I was going to say a traditional serial killer story. There's some heartwarming shit going on, but she hunts down sexual predators and kills them. She's cool. She's composed. She's teaching Dexter how to sip $4,000 wine. And then there's Al. We get the least bit of information on this guy, and he's the only person at the party who was not an actor that I recognize. And that's not to say that he's not someone recognizable, but I didn't catch who it was. He's apparently known for ponytail trophies or whatever. Neil Patrick Harris, he then enters the chat as Lowell, and his thing is cutting tattoos off of people. And Dexter went to the party with the intention of doing his Dexter thing on everyone there. But, Dexter's got his code. He needs proof these people are actually doing the wrong things before he can take them out. And fortunately for Dexter, Lowell does a whole ass presentation on his next victim. So Dexter immediately, and rightfully so, pegs Lowell as his next target. Back in the real world, outside of serial killer parties, Angel is still hunting Dexter. And there's a really great scene that I loved in this episode where Angel confronts Harrison about Dexter being the Bay Harbor butcher. And Harrison says that, my father's dead. And in that moment, Angel could have been like, oh, actually, no, he's not. But Angel seizes this opportunity. Like, he realizes that Harrison doesn't know Dexter is alive, and he uses it to his advantage. He's like, don't worry. If Dexter confessed any Bay Harbor butcher shit to you, it's fine. You can tell me. Like you said, he's dead. It's not going to matter. Who cares? And it doesn't work. Harrison doesn't tell him shit. But when Elsa deduces that Harrison must have just had a rough conversation with that guy over there. She doesn't know who Batista is. She just sees that he's a cop because she sees him putting away his badge. She goes to confront Batista and unwittingly fuels his fire by telling him that Ryan's body was chopped up and put into trash bags, which, of course, Angel's going to realize that's going to trigger Angel's suspicions even further. Hey everybody, I just want to take a small break from this review to talk about the various other ways you can engage with me on other platforms. If you're so inclined, and I understand why you wouldn't, I am an acquired taste, but you can join the Patreon where you can get extra content like retro reviews, where I review old shows and movies to see if they still hold up today, Mike's Musings, where I talk about shows I'm watching that I don't cover on the channel, or Mike's VOD, where you can commission me to watch a show, which I will then review on the channel. And if you want to engage with me and chat with me more directly, I also implore you to join the Discord and follow the Facebook page. I set up channels in the Discord for all of us to discuss the shows I'm reviewing on the channel, and I also drop new videos in there, so this is the easiest platform for me to share to from my phone. The Facebook can be really fun because I sort of live comment on shows I'm watching, often while under the influence, I'm not going to lie. And I'll also share news there, both about television and film, and about myself as well. So if you like my content, you want to be more engaged, you think I'm charming, or you simply want to show support, feel free to sign up for the Patreon or join the Discord or Facebook today. Links to all platforms are in every video description. Remember to share all my shit to your respective social media platforms. And now back to this review. So back at MurderCon 2025, more guests arrive. Gareth, he's played by David Dastmalchian. He's dubbed Dastmalchian. Yeah, that's it. He's dubbed the Gemini Killer. We don't learn much about him in this episode either, but great casting. His natural, everyday, walking around on the street as David Dastmalchian look is very serial killer, respectfully. So great casting there. But Harry is urging Dexter to kill all of these degenerates, and Dexter has his code, like I said, and he wants to be sure. But the show is setting up the idea that Dexter is kind of like vibing with these people, and because they can understand him in a way that no one else can. Like, he can have conversations with them that he can't have with anyone else. He can say things to them that he's never said to anyone before. And I like the idea of Dexter going to this party with the intention of killing all of these people, being held up by his code, but then ultimately bonding with them. Like, that hasn't happened yet entirely, aside from Mia, who he is very clearly bonding with. But I kind of feel like that's the direction this is going. Like, the idea of, hey, I don't want to kill these people. I kind of fuck with them. So Mia and Dexter, they bond throughout the episode. They set up this little run date. And during their run, she reveals her backstory. Her sister was assaulted by their mother's boyfriend, and she ended up killing that guy. And it's heavy, but it humanizes the character. And I'm sure we need that, because I'm sure Mia's going to be a major character throughout the rest of the season. She's even actually about to let Dexter smash. But then the goddamn ghost dad cock blocks him, reminding him that he's got a murder to commit. I'm like, man, he could have did the murder. Like, Dexter could have got one off in no, she was trying to get in the shower, so it would have been drawn out. But I'm like, Dexter could have made it quick and still went to do the murder. But anyway, Harry's such an asshole. Anyway, Angel links up with Claudette because Elsa put that battery in his back about the chopped up body parts of the trash bags. And that spells serious trouble for Dexter, because that's two very smart, veteran cops who are on Dexter's ass. One of them being his friend, his genuine fucking friend. And listen, if this show takes us to a place where Dexter has to kill Batista, I might not make it. Like Batista's my second favorite character on the show behind Dexter. And I mean like historically on the show, not on this season of this show. Of the main Dexter cast that we saw on the main show, Batista was my second favorite character behind Dexter. If they kill off, if they have to have Dexter do it, oh man, that would break me. Anyway, Dexter scoops up Lowell, does his whole Dexter speech, knife to the chest, Lowell's out of there. He even makes a new blood slide, nostalgia triggering again, but Harry reminds him that he's now going to be suspect number one when Lowell no-shows at the next party since Dexter's the new guy. But that's a problem for future Dexter. I'm sure future Dexters, and that's probably going to be a problem in episode 5. But back with Harrison, Angel starts pressing him about how Ryan's body was chopped up, just like how Dexter used to do it, and how the scene was suspiciously spotless. And as the episode comes to a close, it looks like Batista kind of got to Harrison. It looks like Harrison is about to go to the police station to turn himself in, until Dexter emerges, stepping out of the shadows in broad daylight, and stopping him cold and revealing that he's alive. So this episode, it might have started off like a parody of its own concept, but by the end, I think it really locked in. Like, Dexter bonded with fellow serial killers, Angel's tightening the noose, Harris is facing real consequences, and now Dexter's out of hiding. It's known that he's alive. How is that going to impact the conversation that Harrison just had with Batista? Like, the stakes are getting higher, mask is coming off. I just hope the writers are able to maintain this momentum and kind of like keep this tightrope walk going, because I know we're all concerned that this is going to end up being another shitty season of Dexter. And I think it's off to a really strong start. It feels like the original series. I'm enjoying watching it, but I'm still kind of like PTSD and like, is this going to fall off and turn into something like what I thought it was going to be with this serial killer convention? But so far, so good. I think it's working. I'm enjoying the show, but and that's all I got for this week. So, regular length video. I thought it was shorter. It felt like about 6-7 minutes, but we're hitting at 11.5. Don't forget to like, comment. Let me know how you felt about the psychopath party. Watch my other Dexter content. Was the party too much? Was the episode too much? Just the right flavor of dark? Let me know what you thought in the comments. And until next week, peace.